Hey y'all, welcome back. We are talking about the 12 stones in the high priest's breastplate. The 12 Hebrew letters that start the Bible. The Tarot's major arcana. And today we are on episode 5-6. Today's stones are the sapphire and the emerald, which are part of the beryl family. So we can expect to see some divine trickster here. Emerald and sapphire, along with ruby, these are the big three when it comes to gemstones. And their correspondence was ruby with the high priestess, Reuben, divine law. And sapphire was Zebulon, emerald with Issachar. Genesis chapter 49 verse 15 tells us Issachar is a raw-boned donkey. He bends his shoulder to his burden and submits to forced labor. Genesis 49:15 tells us Issachar is a raw-boned donkey. He bends his shoulder to the burden and submits to forced labor. Verse 13, Zebulon will live by the seashore, be a haven of ships, and borders on Sidon. So on one side, he borders the marine kingdom. And on the other side, Sidon, who's associated with the king of Tyre. The king of Tyre, who used forced labor to help Solomon build his temple. The sapphire is in the 5th position. It corresponds with the Hebrew character Yod and the 10 card Wheel of Fortune. And also Zebulun, who was Jacob's 10th son, his 6th by Leah. Zebulun, together with his 3 sons, emigrated with the rest of Jacob's clan to Egypt during the famine in Canaan. Jewish lore states that Zebulun was the first to be presented to the Pharaoh by Joseph. His family, the Zebulunites, became known as one of the 10 tribes and went out with Moses to the wilderness, thus playing a role in the subsequent history of Israel. Issachar corresponds with emerald, which is in the 6th position, which is the Tav and represented by the Hierophant. So this is Issachar, the 9th son of Jacob, the 5th by Leah. Issachar was the head of one of the 12 families that became known as the tribes of Israel. Little personal data is available on Issachar besides the records of his birth and his children. Like others of his time, he was undoubtedly a nomad desert sheikh. When his offspring, the tribe of Issachar, came into Canaan, they were assigned the fertile plain of Esdraelon in southern Galilee. Also, a Levite. This Issachar was a gatekeeper in David's sanctuary by virtue of his relationship through his father as a Levite of the Korah side of the tribe. So some nepotism is involved here. So in the 5th position, where we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the sapphire, which provides protection, which is good because we have the shadow of the power behind the throne of Tyre right here also. Next door, Two are King Solomon, and these two worked together to build the temple. Zebulun means dwelling. Using forced labor, the patient donkeys of Issachar. And this is why everyone rejoiced and threw down palm leaves when Jesus rode in on a donkey, for Judah's sons were born of Tamar, the date palm. The living branches of the mark. Maybe the trickster had something to do with this tradition. Or maybe the serpent was an influence. And you're just hanging around and submitting. You're at a crossroads, so it's time to decide. Think about it. Peace out.